So they said I fucked up yesterday because I gave John $100 to snipe them, and then John thought I meant Pacific time, so he started sniping them 90 minutes late, and then coincidentally, as soon as he started sniping him, the super chats came flooding in, and now they're saying they're fake. But they're saying I got to take the L too. So I don't even know where I stand on this. I mean, maybe I should take the L.
People start saying take the L. Usually that means like they're like, don't dig into this anymore. You know what I mean? So why are you encouraging me to take the L? You know, but like, what the fuck with John? That's ridiculous. I mean, like, has he ever been confused about the start time of any show ever?
Yeah, but then I got to take the L. I think this point they're making is if you get affiliated with these fucking buffooneries, then you're gonna take more L's. It's like I took a lot of L's with Chad, so after a while I was like, I'm sick of taking L's. So I thought a no good deed goes unpunished. I said, John, I'll give you $100 to snipe them, and then I figured it's off to a nice start. You know what I mean? And then he'll get super chats, and I'll make a couple of hundo. So I thought it'd be funny. I could watch him snipe them. And then he got off to a late start. But as soon as he did start sniping them, the super chats at the Shuli network came flooding in. So now everyone's saying they're fake. They're fake super chats. So I just want to get to the bottom of anything.
Well, were any of them regular people that you recognized, or were they, you know, because I know there was one that came in that looked like completely made up.
Yeah, no, I recognize. That's why I started looking, and some of them were definitely people I knew. And then the CJ Spags he gave $500. I never saw him before, but it just seemed very suspicious. Plus, they kept bragging about how they were gonna kill it. Shuli kept saying, "Well, if John snipes us, because they watch my show, because everybody does." So they watched my show yesterday, and I was saying John should do that. So then they were ready. And so as soon as their show started yesterday, Shuli was bragging about how their fans are so generous. So John's going to be highly disappointed when he sees all these super chats come rolling in. And he was basically predicting big super chats, and then they came in right like clockwork. So I was
right on cue, huh?
Yeah, I get super chats, but I never predict them. I don't know they're coming because it's like a fixed basketball game. You know what the score is going to be because this is what they're paying. You know, this is how it's been prearranged. So
it's not like you're pointing to the stands right before every show. Like, and I don't understand why John. Again, I don't understand how he didn't know. But did you give him the $100 up front?
No, I haven't paid him yet.
Oh, I wouldn't pay him.
No, I'll probably throw him something just because, or else I'll get a reputation for not paying people. Why? I already have it, thanks to Levy. But now I'm like, that's my reputation now. So now I don't have to pay anybody. You know what I mean? I'm just like, they're like, Brennan doesn't pay. I know. That's what I'm hearing from everybody. Even the hookers are saying that.
Yeah.
No, and then Levy's going around saying Kevin says he pays all the guests. I never ever have said I pay all the guests. We had Phil Selman on one time. I didn't pay him. First of all, I don't even know him. Levy got him. I don't have his PayPal. I'm not gonna ask him because whatever. I figure he'd be like, anyway, long story short, some people I just refuse to pay for. Rob Saul, he was terrible. I'm not going to pay him. He should pay me. I mean, some of these motherfuckers should pay me. I'm doing them a service. I mean, fucking, what's his name? Ski Mask just sent me a Venmo request. He wanted me to pay him for the last show I did. But after he did his show, I did his show. And then Deadfool paid those guys to kick me off because I was on with him and Stevie Lou as a twist on the old bit. Usually he pays me to kick off Stevie Lou. I went over there. He paid them to kick me off. But now everyone's taking advantage of my generosity, and everyone wants to pay me, and people, and I think Jake Hudson. I mean, mostly people that are just not doing well. I'll send Jake Hudson anyway. I'm going to send him a fake super chat because I think he's getting super chats now. But me and Adam were talking. We think we figured out how to crack the code with the fake super chats.
That's good. How much did Deadful pay to get you off?
I don't know. They didn't tell me. but it was, he's usually pretty good with that. But probably probably $200.
They didn't put it up on the screen?
No, he paid them. He
under
Venmoed
the
them.
And he didn't kick you any of that.
Wow.
Oh my God, Kevin, laughed my ass off. John was sniping the Shitty network. He also sniped you when he was sniping Shitty. You had 6 times the viewers. Not hard to understand. Please, Adam, explain it to Kevin. I'm still confused because they had a show going. Oh, maybe they had a show going on like the Godfathers of maybe they had one of those shows going on. He was sniping them.
The Shuli network, yeah.
Yeah, because they have shows all day.
If you keep not understanding, maybe he'll keep clarifying.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we should just play dumb here.
Play dumb like everybody else here?
We are.
What time did the show start? Is that Pacific or Central?
Right, it's like a SAT question or something.
Yeah, nice. Try to explain it one more time, but maybe at a $500 level, and I'll maybe catch on.
Right.
Talk to CJ Spags to learn me how to do a fake super chat. Yeah, so I get it now. John was sniping the Shitty network, but it was I was confused. I thought Chad might have been. I know Chad was sniping me, so I thought Chad might be on the Shitty network. 6 times the viewers. Yeah, 6 times the viewers.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
KB is working himself into a shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor. Ham and Ager, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor. No, it's gonna work out, but it's like, man, come on, man. I mean, fake super chats. I got to take an L. It's like it was a long day. No good deed goes unpunished, man. I was just trying to help a brother out, and I thought I'd be a goof. And last time I ever do something nice for people.
Why is it an L? Just because they got super chats anyway? Who gives a shit?
They were fake. Because they said that I gave them $100. I encouraged them. And then they got $5,000 in fake super chats, so I got to wear the L sign all day. And I'm like, even if I do, they were fake. And even if I do, I have to take the L. Even though Shuli wouldn't take the L after fucking the Pottstown debacle, and then they wouldn't take the L after this guy did the interview over the weekend about how they don't pay their fucking employees. So it's like I'm supposed to take the L for. Whatever. Anyway,
but you didn't say it was because they won't get any super chats. I mean, you didn't specifically say that.
Right,
you just wanted to snipe it. So it's like that's irrelevant. It's fucking irrelevant.
He sniped them the week before when we were here. They said he was sniping me, so we went to his channel, but he was sniping them. Shuli was doing a show up against me at 4:00. And so he was sniping them, but he was just watching the guy Mike Morse who don't talk. So I told John that was funny. So I was talking about it yesterday, and then I said, you should do it tonight because they're doing a live. I know they usually do it on Sunday, but they're moving it to Monday. So I said, you should do it tonight since it's right after our show. And then, it just became a comedy of errors.
Well, didn't I don't know, whatever.
But they made like $5,000 at least.
$5,000?
No, I mean, of course they didn't, but but they're saying they did. But they also said Pottstown went great, and they also said they say a lot of stuff. Levy said his son's going to get a record deal.
It probably will.
Huh? No, he won't unless they take the $5,000 and give him a record deal with that money. So it's not looking good. Wait, there are no such thing as $500 super chats? No, there are, but you don't get them a lot. And usually when you get them, there's an explanation for them. And they just coincidentally came in, and they'll be like, no, they were waiting for John to show up so they could show him how long, how they were trolling him by giving us a lot of money. Okay, yeah, everybody knows that part, but they already did that before with Chad and John with Venmos, and they saw how upset John got, so they set it up. It's just, listen, the reality is I do well in super chats. I appreciate them all. I love reading them. They help the show a 20, 50 fold, whatever number you want to pick. But the reality is I've never predicted I was going to kill it in super chats. Like, I've never seen anybody else do it. But they were literally predicting, and they had a dress rehearsal last week, and they're like, next time it happens, we'll get some fake super chats to freak them out. And I wasn't even thinking that way. I was a little suspicious when Shuli kept predicting how how John was not going to like watching the show because they were going to they have very generous fans, even though they pay their producers $800 a month for full-time work. So a lot of things don't make sense here. I know I'm losing you guys. A lot of things don't make sense here. Pat, you can go for a walk if you want. A lot of things don't make sense here. And then even at the end, let me quote this one.
Pat pays his exes better than that.
Pat's on their network.
Oh, that's true.
And then when John finally come on, Shuli says, "You guys, I guess we should wrap it up now." So John can't, basically implying we should wrap it out now. So wrap it up now, so John can't snipe us. And Joe, the producer, comes on. He goes, "No, let's stay here and make money and piss him off." So it was just like that would really happen. Although if they didn't know it was coming, like Shuli would say, "Let's do it," and then now, of course they would. If they didn't know what was going to happen, of course they would stay on because they would just be curious what John would do and how it would go. But they're playing a game like, should we sign off? And Joe's like, no, let's sign off. Let's stay on and make a lot of money and piss John off. So it was all a work, and I'm sure there was some legit super chats, but it was so obviously like a work that and then people were DMing me like they're fake super chats, it's a work and whatever. So there are $500 is the max you can do. You don't get a lot, but if you get them, there's usually like I got one Cash Levy. Is that his name? No, Vinny Cash. Vinny Cash hates Chad. So when one episode when Chad was, I don't know, but he sent me one, and listen, again, if they got that much money, good for them, but definitely pay their producers.
Why would it all come all at once like that? I mean, that's weird.
Right.
Because they were waiting. They were waiting for John to get on so John would see them all. But they'll say, no, it's just a coincidence. And of course the fans are trying to troll John. Okay, but also, why were you guys predicting you were going to make a lot of money? There's no way you're going to know how much money you're going to make. It's impossible to know. It's like predicting the score of a baseball game. You're like, we're going to win 8-4. Are you? Based on what? Because that's and then you win. And then when somebody, listen, when the thing is rigged, it looks rigged. And I've never seen anyone predict at the beginning of a show how the super chats are going to go. So they had there's no way they didn't set this up in some form or fashion. Because otherwise it's just, wow. So you guys knew you're going to get a lot. So again, maybe they have moderators or people that were like, we'll send it the money. You guys send it back, or just to fuck with John, but also to look like they're killing it. But the evidence is that they're not killing it because people are quitting because they're not getting paid and they're burning through their savings. Like Joe Depot, he's burning through his fucking savings and he's got a family, and they're like, well, we're going to cut your pay again. Beloved chat, don't get me worked up. Why are you guys getting me worked up?
Yeah, Pat, stop it.
I
Beloved chatter, Ray, Ski Mask, Barry, etc. Not one of them kicking up to the capo. Better bring the hammer down. The street is watching.